Hello everyone, this is Chris, and today's gonna be a pretty big mining day. And that's because we're gonna start working on the second part of our mega base project idea in the mega bunker reaching from the surface of the world all the way down to the minus 64 layer of bedrock. And because we're going to be doing a lot of mining today, I figured it's only appropriate to wear the fitting outfit right here. And yeah, I figured with this, I think we are ready and safe to start mining. Obviously with our netherite above that too. Beacon, I know not many people mention this to you, but over the next 15 to 20 minutes of this video, you're going to be my absolute best friend. So let's start off by deforesting some of this jungle. And now that that's pretty much out of the way, let's start marking out this area. Oh, and I should probably mention that, Gary's over here to help me out a little bit too. And now that it's all marked out, we get a really good sense as to how big this thing will actually be. And even though I did mark this thing out completely, this isn't actually going to be the full size of it. It is actually going to go on quite a decent distance out in every single direction too, but this is going to be the main bit we're going to be working on today. And I guess with the help of Guard myself, let's start getting to work. About 14 hours later, and with help from Garion, Eva, Evelyn, and James, we managed to dig ourselves all the way down to right where the deep slate layer actually begins. You know, we gotta have a look from the very top of this one place. And by the way, all these chests are pretty much entirely filled up with a whole bunch of resources we managed to get. So yeah, if I ever complain about, you know, being short of stone or anything like that again or something like that, then just remind me of this little area right here. But yeah, have a look at this. It seems so deep. It seems just so, like, not endless because you can see the bottom, but yeah, it just seems like so much deeper than what we could ever have before. But if you're wondering why we did stop right before the deep slate layer, then you might know that it takes an absolute age to mine out any type of deep slate right here. As we can see right here, it is taking forever to mine out this singular bit of deep slate. And you might be wondering, okay, well, why did you use your fist and not like a pickaxe? Well, a pickaxe, honestly, isn't much faster. Isn't that much faster compared. Even if we have haste, it's still not an instant mine. You still have to wait just a little bit of time for it to break. So yeah, mining out these last 64 layers is gonna be pretty tricky, which is why I'm not mining them out at all, but instead working on a creeper farm now. Ooh, it looks even cooler from all the way up here. Like, again, right here it actually looks bottomless, but you go down just a few layers and then you can just barely see the bottom then. But yeah, a creeper farm, and I think I'm going to build it out of granite, mainly because I don't think I have any plans on using granite at all, so might as well make the most of it here. And yeah, I am building it relatively close to this main area, so I am going to have to add some futuristic decorations or something like that, but for now, let's just worry about the function and worry about the fashion later. Ooh, and I popped right back to my base, and Eva mined a little bit on her own and found this while mining in your mega base. Eva, okay. Ooh, okay. Okay, I will graciously take that. Thank you, Eva. Thank you for the contributions to my wealth. I think maybe around here might be a good place on starting building this thing. And the design I'm going to use is going to be pretty much the same one I had last season because, you know, it actually was one that actually did work. Then again, there have been a lot of spawning changes in 1.18, so hopefully this thing will still work. And also, I should mention that I didn't originally design this, but because it's been so long since I watched the tutorial, I can't remember where I found the design from. So yeah, if you see a similar design like this, then no, it wasn't originally from me. But at least it's gonna be different because it's built out of granite. That's something, right? That's probably a question that doesn't need answering. But something that might require a few answers is how this thing actually works. And the way it actually works is placing buttons in every single one of these bits right here on this, I guess, sort of T-junction right here. And then on these bits right here, right above it, all we do is place trapdoors, and that way the only thing that could really spawn in here is the creepers. And then afterwards we place these down to make them think they are blocks, and yeah, then that's pretty much the entire farm as a whole. And about an hour later, we have pretty much all these platforms all in place now. And I think before we cap this off and actually make this completely in pitch black, let's actually work on the little drop chute down here. Mainly because I don't want to worry about creepers or anything like that while we're working on this thing. Please don't make source blocks. Please don't make source blocks. Okay, so far so good. Nothing's out of the ordinary yet, but that can change in an instant as I add more water. But no, everything seems fine. Well, that went much smoother than I thought. So now it's just a matter of the item collection system, and then we can move everything over. Perfect. Minus, of course, the powdered snow we need. In my mind, this is gonna be the quickest and easiest way to actually get a creeper in and out of this one farm. Also, it saves us from building a big old drop chute down. Okay. Now I think we're perfect. Okay, but minus the big shade covering we're gonna have to do too. Okay, we're done now. Like, everything's finished with this thing now, right? Okay, an AFK chamber, and then we're done. I promise. So I was going to go get some glass at my base, and I was riptiding through the rain, and I died, and I have no idea where all my stuff is. Oh, thank goodness it was right here. Okay. But how did I die? How did I manage to kill myself mid-riptide? How is that even possible? You know what? I'm just gonna put it up to corporate sabotage and just be happy that this thing is done. And now time to test and see if this thing actually works. And one binging of the Hawkeye show later, and I think, hopefully, we should have enough gunpowder now, and... Okay, we might actually have enough gunpowder now. Along with some rotten... flesh. I don't know where that's come from, but okay, I guess. Why is there a witch in here? I must have missed something up there. I must have missed something when I was building it, but okay, I will take 95% of gunpowder and then 5% every other mob stuff. And no, I didn't forget the sand. I was just merely putting it off, mainly because, like, it's a 900 block walk or something like that through the nether, and do you really want to do that all at once? Come out here just to get, sand? You might as well just put it off until you absolutely have to do it. Oh, also, in between my Hawkeye binging, I did come out here to do another raid to get myself another totem right here, and you might be wondering, why didn't you just get the sand then? Why didn't you just get the sand when you're around here? Well, first off, you know who's asking that question, you know who's talking right here, and second off, there doesn't need to be a second off, because the first off explains everything. But enough of my slight overlooks, let's actually get to blowing things up. So my idea for this is I'm essentially going to dig straight down, right the way down to the bedrock layer, and pick up any diamonds I find on the way, and then sort of alternate between TNT and then 2 cobblestone, because I believe cobblestone is less blast resistant than deep slate, because I think deep slate's pretty tough in terms of that. So if I have just like something like this, I think it should work pretty well. Well, only one way to find out, by lighting this, taking a few steps back. I thought I lit it. There we go. For some reason it didn't lit the first time, so we stand back a little bit and let's see, did that actually work, or did I screw up? Oh. Well, this was anticlimactic. Maybe the second one will do a little bit better than the first. I mean, hopefully there's some form of a chain reaction. Not really. What? Why is TNT so finicky? Why is it just not, like, blowing up everything it needs to blow up? Is cobblestone just, like, that much stronger than I originally thought? And after all that, not a single chain reaction happened then. Though it did make for a pretty clean explosion all the way down here. Alright, maybe this one, instead of doing 1 TNT and 2 cobble, maybe we just alternate between one after the other. I really hope this is actually more efficient than me just mining everything out, because otherwise, like, we just wasted a whole bunch of time working on a creeper farm. Okay, I shouldn't say wasted because we could use the gunpowder in future projects and things like that, but still, please just at the very least be slightly more impressive than that first one we tried. So we just wait a little bit and then, okay, why does it not set off chain reactions? What the heck? Why is it not doing that? Like, that's the whole reason on why I did that, but it's just not doing it. Like, this is so annoying. Like, come on. Maybe just any stone type is just too blast resistant. Like, I thought maybe tough would have been a little bit better, but I guess apparently not. Alright, take 3, and this time I'm separating it with gravel. One of the lightest blocks to blow out of, so hopefully this time it'll actually start a chain reaction. And There we go. Finally actually started what I wanted to try and do. And oh no, I'm in the thick of it. Oh no. But it's working. Oh, whoa, it's working too well. Well, that certainly worked a lot better than the previous tests. I mean, it at least managed to make it all the way down to bedrock without me having to constantly light it over and over again. So let's maybe try setting up a few more of these around the place. And about half an hour later, I have laid down literally pretty much all the TNT I have all around this one place and connected it all up to this one little tower thing I built up here. So hopefully this should be enough to explode everything. And also while setting up the TNT, I found 2 cave spider spawners right here. So hopefully I put the TNT far away enough for them to not blow up. I've also put like a small little layer of deep slate around them, so hopefully they'll be okay. Hopefully they'll be alright. I've also removed the beacon just in case we get a little bit of collateral damage up here. But okay, hopefully I've wired everything up alright and everything should be okay. So 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Oh, it cut off the circuit right before it actually blew up. Oh, well that was a bit anticlimactic, but okay, we can fix this, and alright, everything is connected minus like this bit. Oh no, I'm in it. Oh no, this is not what I meant to have happen. Oh no, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh, get out of here. Come on. Okay, I think we're okay. Oh, more TNT. Okay, is it over? Is it done? Okay. Was not expecting that to happen, but everything blew up. Not exactly how I wanted to see it. Not that up and close and personal, but okay, the deed is done. Ooh, and there's some diamonds here around the place too. And it's not even that obvious that we actually blew up a whole bunch of stuff up here. Like obviously there's holes around the place, but not really big holes. Not like mega holes leading all the way down to bedrock. And it almost looks like we missed one right here, so maybe it'll be a little bit more exciting now. Okay. Again, not the biggest explosion out of all of them. I was kind of excited to see the whole thing explode, but it's still kind of cool seeing it right here. Boring. No, come on. Who could say that explosions are boring? I mean, come on. The fault nearly killing us. Now, that was exciting, wasn't it? Okay, blowing a lot of that up helped, but I still think, like, you know, the good old-fashioned just swinging your pickaxe might help a little bit more. Or why not both? Why don't we blow things up and mine at the same time? I mean, it's an obvious thing we could do, but yeah, why don't we just do that? And after another 12 hours of long, hard mining, we are finally on the final layer before we get to the deep slate layer. And honestly, even though I didn't necessarily film it in the best of ways, honestly, this took so much longer than I originally thought. Like, originally I thought I was going to get this done in like maybe a couple days or something like that, but nope, took me many more hours than what I was originally expecting. And while I was working on this really big hole, I was actually in a call with Gary and Evelyn and a few other guys because I had an actual idea for a shop idea that he might be interested in. Gar,
what's up?
Stupid thing, because you've been like helping me kind of the most with this whole project and things like that. And earlier on I was talking to Evelyn about a certain corporation about starting up, and I was wondering if you'd want to be part of it.
All right, what is it? You've got my attention.
Well, I mean, it's better you than Evelyn because it's called the Exploding Men, and if we had Evelyn in, we'd have problems.
Sad.
Exploding people just doesn't run off the tongue. Come on.
So exploding men. So like, what would we be doing?
We be exploding. We be blowing things up.
Name it exploding all of the. You just be blowing our men up, is what I'm hearing.
No. I mean, if you want to. We be doing destruction projects. I have a creeper farm. We just need the sand.
Oh yeah.
And then if anyone needs
They're fine.
any major destruction things happening, then they hire us on and we actually do it.
That's a good idea. Yeah, because I was thinking of like making a shop, and that can be one of the things I put in there. That can be like the first thing I put.
So yeah, the exploding, man, it rolls off way more off the tongue rather than like exploding people. So that does mean that if we do ever hire women or something like that, we are going to have some marketing issues or something like that. But I still think the idea of making a sort of, you know, demolition shop or something like that where you actually, you know, can get hired to blow up something or destroy something that people needs is kind of a neat idea. And seeing as Gar, you know, was the one who helped me out a lot on this one project, I figured it's only right that he might be interested in joining this little shop idea. But that shop idea can wait, as we are literally so close on actually finishing this one thing. Oh, and by the way, I don't just want to leave all this deep slaying stuff around the place. I do want to actually mine it completely out, so all we have down here is bedrock. So yeah, even though this is the last main layer, we still have a little bit more work to do. Alright, and now that that's done, all we have is just this little bits of deep slate and things like that around the bedrock layers. Which in hindsight shouldn't be too hard, but because they are in these little jagged little areas where it's not completely neat or things like that, it's gonna be slightly more tricky. Though hopefully it still should be relatively quick. And with these few blocks mined out, we are officially completely done mining out this entire area. Okay, but minus the beacon, but we can get rid of that really quick. Oh my goodness, that is a big hole. This is kind of overkill. This is kind of like way bigger than I originally thought it was going to be. But yeah, this is just step one. This is just the first step in our many steps in actually making this mega bunker filled up with farms and filled up with lots and lots of decoration. So hopefully you're looking forward to future videos of me working on this mega project right here. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.